What's good, YouTube? Make America Lit here, back with another NBA 2K24 video. And in today's video, I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys, as you can see on your screen. In today's episode, we are going to be creating another point forward build. In today's episode, we are going to actually be creating a two-way inside out point forward. So with that being said, let's jump right into the build. Now obviously, if you want to make this build, you have to make it at the small forward position. If you make it at any other position, you won't get the two-way inside out point forward name or the point forward name in general. As for the template, you can choose whatever you want. You could tweak this however you like. It's up to your discretion. I went 6'7", 222 with a 7-foot wingspan. Go with whatever you feel the most comfortable with. And then these are the attributes that I went with. I went with a 64 close shot and an 84 driving layup. And as you guys know on this channel, I'm favoring layups over dunks this year. So I didn't really care too much about putting the dunk on this build at all. Now, if you do, you can tweak this build a little bit to give yourself some drive and dunk if you do care. If you were to put anything on the build, personally, I would go opt for the 40 standing dunk for the standing dunk animations, which you can get while driving sometimes as well too, that I trigger on my build with only a 40 driving dunk and like a 91 layup. I will trigger standing dunks while driving sometimes. But that's what I would do, Feel free to choose driving dunk over that if that's what you want. Moving on to the shooting. 68 mid-range with an 83 3-ball and a 78 free throw. Now, usually I try to opt for a 72 or better mid-range, or a minimum of 72 just for Silver Midi Magician. But this build, we're not going to really be focusing too much on middies. This build is basically going to be inside and out, like the name says. So if we're not driving to the basket, then we're probably going to be opting for a 3. And if not, then we'll probably be passing, looking to set up our teammates. Moving on to the playmaking, 96 pass accuracy with a maxed out 91 ball handle and a 75 speed with ball, so we get some of those dribble style animations or whatever. You really need 75 for a good majority of them, so that's why I wanted to go for that 75, as well as getting silver blow by and silver speed booster, as well as silver hyperdrive. We want to be a little bit quick, fast with the ball as a point forward. You don't want to be super slow and not quick at all, to get open, to get some separation and stuff. So that's why I went with that. Moving on to the defense, you see we're going to have a 61 interior defense as well as a 77 block, netting us that bronze anchor. Then we're also going to have an 89 perimeter defense, netting us silver and gold perimeter defensive badges, as well as an 85 still, getting a silver glove, interceptor, and right stick ripper. So you're going to be able to play lockdown defense. Even with silver badges, you will be able to play lockdown defense with this build. Me personally, 85 perimeter, 85 still is all I really need to play lockdown defense. If you know how to play defense in this game, silver badges go crazy this year, as far as clamps, glove, right stick ripper. You can do a lot with very little in this game, so that's why I'm going with that. And then moving on to our physicals, you see the 81 speed, 78 acceleration is enough to do what we need to do. You see all of these badges pretty much silver because of that 78 acceleration. Same thing with the 81 speed. Quick enough to get by small forwards and power forwards, obviously. We're also going to be rocking an 84 strength because I really wanted to make sure that I was able to pick up badges like Bulldozer, Fearless Finisher. We're also going to have Hall of Fame physical handles to get dudes off of us, to push us off when they try to crowd us, stop us from getting to the basket. We're also going to have silver brick wall and silver immovable enforcer to help us on the defensive side of things with that 61 interior defense, that 77 block. Vertical, not too much, but because this build doesn't have any rebounding or driving dunk, I don't value vertical too much on it, although we could use the vertical for the block. That block and anchor and interior defense is more so just to make people miss. It's not so much for us to get blocks and things of that nature. So we're not really concerned about having chase down artists and all of that stuff. I just want to anchor an interior defense on this build just so that we can force people to miss, so we can play some interior defense and perimeter defense. We're not just going to be inside out on the offensive side. We'll be inside out on the defensive side of things as well too. And then finally, you see that 99 stamina to wrap the build up, which is going to net us gold workhorse. It's going to net us gold 94 feet, and it's also going to net us gold handles for days, which is going to be vital if we're going going to be running the offense for our team and playmaking. And then, of course, when we create our build, you see these shades of Wally Szczerbiak, Jimmy Butler, and Bojan Bogdanovic, which is, again, is really weird that they have Bogdanovic and Wally Szczerbiak. I would never really consider these two dudes two-way inside-out point forwards, but, you know, the shades of is kind of weird. But there you have it. This is my two-way inside-out point forward. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 content. And, of course, more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.